Hello everyone, I'm Isaac and welcome back. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to record a bunch of these, and welcome back to Fatal Frame Maiden of Black Water. Hello, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like, subscribe, and all that awesome jazz. It helps in the algorithm. Oh man, we are... Whew. It has been an interesting fight. Slog to get through this game, but we're getting through it. Them ghosties be making this. Ryu, Miyu, Miku, Hisoka, and Yuri all fall into an unusually deep slumber. Rin fears that while this persists, the defenseless group may be vulnerable to attack. Time to get back to those surveillance cameras. Rin knows he must find out what's going on with Mount Hikami before something comes to pay a visit. This is when you put quartz on things. You need to start putting bars of selenite on the door, the frickin' windows.
But sunrise isn't for another few hours.
The spooky shite begins, I see. Oh yeah, no. No. It must be a sign of something strange happening on Mount Hikami. Something might be on its way here. You should keep an eye on the surveillance camp. No, I think what you need to be doing is putting some selenite and crap on the windows and stuff. If you can find any, just like, you know... Because, you've tried this before, man. Watching the security cams... There's a kitty approaching.
They're here.
The wild furry has arrived. Hello, wild furry. And to go. His camera. Time to go.
Melting away.
Get back, you undead monstrosities! Get back! Like, this would be... You're gonna have to need some freaking, like... Come on now. There are means to defend against this kind of thing. Here's the ghost I saw. Go away, Spooky. On the Shadowborn. Where ghost marriages take place, tales of children of the dead are often found. They are known as Shadowborn, or children of the underworld, and are feared by the people. The Shadowborn, once a man loved... The Shadowborn. Once a man beloved by a girl living in a small small village went missing in the mountains. Every day the girl went to the mountain shrine to pray for his returns, but when years went by and the man never came back. After 10 years, the girl had lost her mind. She went on living and talking to a man who wasn't there. One day, the villagers noticed that she was with child. She said that the man who had gone missing was the father. Ignoring the talk in the village about the identity of the father, she gave birth alone. The baby girl that was born had the missing man's eyes. As for the man, he was an outsider who had stumbled upon the village. It later transpired he was killed by the villagers 10 years prior. When the child learned how to speak, she asked the villagers, "Why did you kill my father?" Well then, was Ruri reading this before she went to sleep? Water in Mount Hikami. Water has been deified on Mount Hikami for centuries. The water from the Lake of the Departed envelops the mountain in mist. To the locals, the water is the source of the soul and where the soul returns to death. This belief likely spread due to the water being tied to everything within the wet and humid climate. The people fear nature, revere it, and live among it. This may show the true character of the locals.
Mount Hikami. Here on the mountain, water itself was revered and worshipped. Souls come from the water, and it's where they return to in death.
See, I don't like the fact that that camera is all fuzzy like that. Me, that means something ain't right. This looks like Yuri's diary. Maybe there's some clues in it. The words "I won't let you" brought me back to my senses. They overwhelmed me. The words were so powerful, so absolute, they really got to me. What really got me to stick around was something small. Hisoka's favorite words. Sometimes a cup of coffee can make all the difference. It was such a little thing, but I never noticed it. Ha! I knew you around, you bugger. Take photograph. Water, life, death. The beliefs of Mount Hakami are related to beliefs found all over the country. The water is life, and in death the soul must return there. People came to the mountain to return their souls to the mother that gave it to them. To die a proper death. The belief that dying in the mountain's water was somehow proper. It shows a strong yearning for nature itself, with death just another part thereof. Take the film now. Type 0 film.
Souls are born of water, and water is what they revert to. To seek death in the waters of the mountain was to be reborn, a means to a proper death.
Oh, hi. Here we go. Like, here's the thing that I'm thinking about too.
You will not escape.
Right? Is that, like, bro should know at this point, like, there's. That watching the security cams is not going to guarantee that these things are. Like, stay away or anything like that. That's all I'm saying. Like, because the last time we tried watching the surveillance cams, try and keep an eye out for the ghosts, like, the game basically had us, you know, asleep, fall asleep doing it.
You will not escape.
Yuri ventured all over Mount Hikami looking for Ahsoka. And the others before that. She may have been affected by it. I need to be very careful. Ahsoka Journal 5. I couldn't make it, just as I thought I had her. She fell. Akari, I couldn't save her. Forgive me, those words will echo in my mind. Maybe in chasing after Akari, I pushed her too far. I'm so relieved, thank you. The Force niceties made it so much harder. After that call, I cried so much I thought I might die. She slipped through my fingers. I feel like Yuri will too. The red sun. Well, hi. It's these buggers again. Dadgum. These guys are... very hard to fight and very tiny. Go down already. Aye. Okay. Rui's Journal 6. This might be the end. My body is growing colder and my blood runs clear like water. My body shakes when with the mountain. I can't move. I wanted Mr. Hojo to get away at least. But he can't escape. He has become an outsider. He must choose. The one he doesn't choose will be thrown away. I don't think Mountain Hojo will be able to do it. Mr. Hojo will be able to do it, but it's already too late. He needs to choose someone, and he needs to end it with someone.
You will not escape.
Alright, tall lady. And your former friend turns into a ghost, so you have to take pictures of him to get him to back off. I'm sorry, my friend. But I have to exercise you with my camera. In the reliquaries. The black boxes found on Mount Hakami were filled with life, with death, and with fear, and shortly were filled with human sacrifices. Shrine maidens were put into these reliquaries to protect the locals by appeasing the wells of the Shadow Spring. The Shadow Spring served as a bridge to the Netherworld. In other words, beneath the water, the source of life, exists the underworld. The black water came from the underworld itself, and with it came disaster and ruin. The border between life and death was spent in that place. The Shrine Maidens were said to take on the memories of the people who came to die. This seems to be similar to the spirit channeling seen in other parts of the country. Take on the memories of the dying is to share in death. The maidens glanced people's souls as they died, taking their secrets as they were sealed in the reliquaries. The Shrine Maidens became one with the water to connect with the people they glanced. The Shrine Maidens ferried people to their death via the water. The Maidens of Mount Hakami presided over death. But this may have been in an effort to protect those still living. Worry about that.
And in order to preserve the water's purity, Shrine Maidens were chosen to be immortal flowers, human sacrifices, or pillars offered up to the water. They were placed inside those black boxes.
Of course, it's not going to make it easy. That was a little too easy. Ah. Oh, of course. If it's too easy, it's probably... Seems too easy, it's probably because it is. Here we go. Bro basically like, nope, back off, ghosties. You're not getting our friends that easy. Here I come to save the day. Ghost Brides. I can see the words ghost marriage. It looks like it's by the folklorist Kijiwatari. Maidens within the caskets suffer through an eternal cycle of life and death as they slowly melt into the water. To protect the mountain, the shrine maidens must endure that pain and suffering alone, until they can take it no more. There is a ceremony to soothe the suffering of the maidens' souls, allowing the pillar to persist longer. This is the ghost marriage. Living men are brought to the mountain as grooms for the suffering shrine maidens. They choose their maidens and then exchange their vows. At the moment their souls join, her soul is said to return to his world. The maiden is then placed back into her casket, groom in tow, so that she can continue to uphold the border between life and death. Until the maiden is bound by ghost marriage, she is alone. She must wait to be chosen. The ritual invokes emotions that transcend life and death. Perhaps this is part of the deep-rooted belief of this religion, where nature is both feared and revered by the people. Did we just get hugged by a ghost girl? That was definitely one of those hugs of like, honey, let's go back to bed.
Hisoka, Yuri, Miyu, Miku, Rui. I was right to bring them back. But what will happen when the mountain loses its pillars?
Time to get up. Now ain't the time. Oh man, it's gonna pull another one of this crap, isn't it? Where we fell asleep and everybody gets taken. Boo! Boo, I say. Oh boy, what is this? And learn the true purposes of the rituals performed on Mount Hakami. The mountain acts as a boundary between the world of the living and that of the dead, a place at which the souls of visitors were returned to the water from which they were born. Shrine maidens absorbed the memories of the dying. When they could not take no more, they were sacrificed in reliquaries. Ghost marriages serve to console and strengthen the souls of those sacrificed. Wedded couples are thrown into the darkness that leads to the netherworld. Water connects everything. Last drop. Okay. Could this be the final end? We shall see in the next episode, which will probably be recorded directly after this one. Bye!
Shadows lurk behind the screen. Echoes whisper in between. Silence screams the air they clean. Isaac's world, a haunted dream. Flickering lights betray the night. Ghostly figures grinning slide. Chilling winds with phantom sights. In their dance the brave take flight. Creaking floors and whispering walls. In this realm where spirit calls. Isaac and friends in spectral halls face the terrors, darkness falls. Eyes that see beyond the veil. Stories twisted in the trail. Frames a living tale. In their grasp the brave can't bail. Candles flicker, spirits bind. Mysteries that twist the mind. Fatal games where fear intrudes. Isaac and friends refuse to lose.